What is happening? Guys, what is happening? What is happening to this world? Every man you're meeting wants to have sex with you. I don't know, is this happening to only me? Because at this point, I am so drained. I am mentally drained. Like, I'm so fucking, like, sometimes I just wish that I'm not even beautiful, or I'm not even shapy. Sometimes I wish maybe it's the shape that is making everyone that is coming to me want to. Girls, are you passing through this? Please, I need to, because at this point it's like I'm going crazy. It's like there is something wrong with me.
There goes your first problem. The problem is you always reveal what you're not supposed to reveal. First and foremost, you say that people are always looking for you for sex, right? So that means that you're always showing them what you're not supposed to show. If you put forward your shape, definitely they are going to come for that. They're going to come for sex. So first and foremost, you have to take account of yourself. What are you doing that is attracting this type of men? Are you dressing modestly? Are you attracting the right type of people? Because if you're putting something that is revealing, definitely these men are going to come for that.
Sex with you. They have actually sexualized you in their head. Before, men come with relationship to confuse, to get to sleep with girls. But right now, they are not even coming for relationship. You're meeting someone today, tomorrow the person is asking you for a date, and at the end of the date, they're asking you to come to their place, they're asking you to come to their hotel room, they want to sleep with you.
Again, this is because you have allowed them that access to you in such a way that you go for a date, and then on that date you don't actually tell them what you're looking for, right? And you don't set boundaries. You have to set boundaries to the kind of avenue you want for yourself, which is you're looking for a man that you're going to get married to. And if you explain this very clearly to them, trust me, they are not going to tell you to come back to their house or their hotel, okay? Because you have already set those boundaries.
And the annoying thing is, this men think is actually their entitlement. Like, say so. I don't know what is. I'm crazy. Like, am I going crazy? Because, like, why are men making this thing so hard? Like, how are we supposed to get married to these whores?
They are whores of men and they are good men. You are just not looking in the right places. It's about the environment. What kind of environment do you keep yourself in? What kind of environment do you go to? Once you go, if you're going on dating apps like Tinder, or you're going to a club, you're definitely going to meet these men that want you for just sex, right? But probably, I don't know how the churches are today, but if you go to the right places, you're going to meet, or if you probably if you go to a library, you're going to meet decent men. So the decent men, the nice men, do exist. I don't even want to talk about the fact that most women nowadays diss nice men and you go for this assholes instead. But that's another topic for a different day.
And if you peradventure get to, if you get to go to this man's house for one reason or the other, maybe you went on a dinner date.
Well, that is the issue there. Why would you go to a man's house just by meeting him, okay, or after a couple of dates? This is your number one mistake, okay? If you want to get a man that wants to marry you, do not go to his house. That is a no-no. That is wrong. Okay? You have to set boundaries on what you actually want. Because if you're going to his house, you're definitely setting that pace that yes, you are going to have sex with him. That's just the way it is.
And it's late, you want to pass the night with them, you get to their house, they're not even going to let you sleep. They will not let you sleep.
Again, it's late, so that means where you're already meeting with this type of person, it has to be at a lounge or at a club. So what are you doing out that late? A decent girl doesn't stay out that late. It's just not possible. You have to be at home at a certain hour of the day, probably 8, 9. Okay, if you go out with your friends or wherever you go to for dinner, you have to get back home on time. But you put yourself in this kind of situations where you allow yourself to stay out late. And once you stay 1, 2 out, you definitely would feel, well, you still shouldn't go to his house, but you put yourself in that position to begin with.
Like, that night will be so stressful. Like, it will be the longest night ever. And the crazy thing right now is when you reject this sex, you're in their house, you're rejecting this sex from them. Most of these men, they're sending you out in the middle of the night, 2, 3, 4 a.m. because I refuse to have sex with you.
Why wouldn't they send you out? Because you put yourself there. Why would you go to a man's house in the middle of the night once you know that this man, this is what he wants? It's actually pretty daft of you to go to a man's house and think that he wouldn't want sex from you, okay? Because we are just not built that way.
Is it the norm? Like, let me know. Maybe I'm doing something so bad. Like, maybe I'm doing something bad. I'm doing something every other girl is not doing. Maybe I'm there is a problem. Maybe I have. Maybe the problem is, I don't know. I'm confused.
Well, you ought to be because you don't have any set of principles that is guarding you pertaining this type. If you're gonna call yourself a Christian, definitely this is not a Christian thing for you to do in the first place. I am a Muslim and we have guidelines against this thing. So these guidelines that our religion gives us makes us less confused in life. Definitely, you are definitely confused at this point of time because you have thrown away those guidelines into the trash. And that is why you're definitely going to be lost at this junction.
Every man is sexualizing you. Every man is why are men actually like this? Because it's choking me. It's draining me. It's like
My sister, this is very, very easy. I think you should go back to the drawing board. If you're a Christian, go back to the Christian ways of doing things. If that doesn't work for you, I think I would recommend you talk to my Muslim sisters because they don't go through this type of thing because they already try as much as possible to dress modestly. That attracts the right people to you, and you have to also know that sex is a no-no before marriage. So you have to set those boundaries, right? Once you set them, again, don't take yourself to environments where you're gonna meet this type of confrontations, people wanting to take you back home and all that. Stay away from those environments. Meet the right people that's in right environments, and you definitely will be fine. If you've liked everything I've said, please follow and subscribe if you're on YouTube. and I'll see you in the next one.